No. I can never get myself added to the stage and all coordinated like that. So, hello, we got Lady T Bug and Justin's mom for the number one and two slot on the Moonwalk of Fame for being the first two people in the live. How are y'all doing? And how are the people in the bushes and the clouds? How y'all doing? Well, we are going to get on here tonight and we are going to look at some more romance scammers. Um, I was toying between doing this and police reaction, body cam reaction, but I figured, we go with this. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and start sharing the screen and get going. Oh. I figured, I better not say that. I call myself coming on earlier so that, because I know people got to get ready to go to church and stuff like that for, in the morning. But I just can't do nothing on time. And thank you so much, Lady T Bug. You like that intro? Yes. I had to put something together. I'm slowly but surely getting a little bit more acquainted with this laptop and graphics and all of the things floating around YouTube. So now, without further ado, hey, it's complicated. How are you doing? Let's get into this. I usually buy
phone. He tells us there's lots of stuff that he is going to tell me. It'll all make sense.
Wait a minute. Maybe I should.
I'm not getting my change.
This one I didn't watch, so I don't know. So I better start it from the beginning, because when I like a lot of times when I know I'm going to do a reaction to something, I watch it halfway through and then I stop. But today I just didn't even. I just said, "Well, I'm gonna be surprised with y'all."
I'm not getting my name in anything that could get me in trouble.
Baby, listen, you are not getting in trouble, okay?
Why do you need my debit card number then?
On today's episode, we speak to a woman named Carmen.
I'm not one to give my money away. I sent a couple gift cards. American Express. Babe, I'm not going to be able to talk if I don't have no Wi-Fi. Please, babe, help me.
She's been sending thousands of dollars to help her internet boyfriend retrieve his gold bars so the two could be together.
This company has never spoke a word.
Let me tell y'all something. If y'all weren't here a couple nights ago when I did one of these, it's like the same things. And this video here, I think is maybe 2 years old. So it's like they pick a scam and they stick with it. So now I guess I'm gonna see this the thing where people they need to get their bars of gold or crypto.
To me on the phone. He tells us there's lots of stuff that he is going to tell me. It'll all make sense, but he wants to do it face to face.
Later, we'll crack this case and find out that the man pretending to be this guy in these photos is really a man from Nigeria.
I asked him a few questions, and he says, "You've just changed since I told you I was black." I said, no, color means nothing to me.
Why would you believe anything that he says now? But Carmen still considers marrying him.
He wants to come and marry me. He wants to tell me everything. So I don't know what everything is.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Your comment and like could help stop someone from being scammed. Let's get into it.
I'm a little crazy. I mean, I'm totally honest. So I say what's in my head. And I live in the South. I used to have a lot of hobbies. My mind wants to do a lot of things, but my body just don't let me do it anymore. I'm a poker player. I used to.
Can I just say that yes, it's complicated. Another one. Can I just say that, you know, of course he still wants to marry her because he wants to come over here.
Play about 12 guys every Friday night, starting at midnight. I become a couch potato and strung out on TV. I'm just boring. I have no life right now. Well, in high school, I was a good girl. I mean, I wasn't a wild roving whore or nothing. I had one boyfriend, and we broke up. I just get bored, and then I leave him. My husband died at 4.
She wasn't a whore or nothing in high school. Hey, Shay.
I mean, I'm not no beauty queen or nothing, but something about me, I don't have no trouble getting guys. I mean, I get asked out several times a week. So it's like I'm the unforbidden. Everybody wants me. Yeah, I'm talking like 30-year-olds. I've always had my butt kissed by men. I talk to a lot of young guys. I mean, I'm 61, and I've.
Is she sounding like anybody y'all have ever heard of before? You know, the younger men's want her. Hey, Bible lady. Hey, Mimi.
always dated younger than me. I don't have no daddy issues. I don't like an old man.
Carmen started online dating and instantly she was messaged by some of the most handsome men she had ever seen. Her inbox was filled with men from all over the world.
I got on Facebook dating for a while, and I promise, swear to you. I mean, that's like a full-time job if you look at all that crap. One weekend night, and he hit me up and told me he was from the Netherlands. He's got.
Um, I don't think if you want a man your age or a little bit older, that doesn't make you have daddy issues. That means you're dating in your age range.
3 kids, just getting to know each other basically. He's not real tall, bald headed, a lot of tattoos, works out a lot because he's real muscly. I don't like big muscles like that, but he's got muscles. He's real emotional, like real sensitive. You can tell that he is a.
Lady T Bug, yes. Romance not only is romance scamming the new career, it's the new job application. Give somebody a computer and let them go. That's the resume.
mama's boy. He's a baby. To be such a bucked up dude, he'll cry in a heartbeat. He called me yesterday morning, babe, my hips hurting. My hips hurting so bad. And then he started crying, and it's awful because I'm laughing. I feel I have a cold, and then I have a fever. I think he kind of enjoys my conversation because I'm a little crazy, and it makes him happy. He's a little weird. I mean, I'm not used, maybe because he's a foreigner. I don't know, but some of the shit he says, it just puts a smile on my face because it's so crazy. Hey there. What are you doing?
I just returned home. I just woke up. I just returned home. I went to take the kids to go get some purple. Are you there with me?
Wait a minute. Y'all know my ADHD mind. I don't know what foreign country he told her he came from. I don't know why I keep trying to call out Scotland. I don't know what foreign country he told her that he came from. The man sounds like a Nigerian. I mean, their voice is so distinctive. So why on earth she thought he was from a European foreign land is beyond me.
Yeah, but you're not here with me.
I'm here. I can hear you. I said I went out. I just woke up. I just went out to drop the kids and just coming back home. I was so tired. I just woke up.
I mean, I don't know many foreign languages, but it's not French or Spanish. What he says is that he's wanting to come here and spend Christmas, wants to meet my mother, and he wants to ask for my hand in marriage. I mean, I hear that every day. I'm his forever. For some reason, he's just fell so deeply in love with me, he can't think about nothing else. I mean, we talk, I don't know, 4 or 5 times a day. The only way I really want to talk to him most times if I'm got a lot on my mind, especially when I'm mad. We FaceTime all the time when I'm mad because I won't talk to him any other way. He'll call, I'll hang up on him. He'll call, I'll hang up on him. And that goes on, then he'll FaceTime me and I'll talk to you.
The sad part about it is these women that I'm finding on here, I mean, it's some young ones too, but there's some old ones on here who are just really too old to be taken in like this or to be so loose with their money.
He just wants to be with me. He just wants to be here. And he wants me to go and run away.
Carmen began to take a liking to Benson. He was saying all the right things and planned to visit her for Christmas. Things took a turn when money came into play.
I'm not one to give my money away. I sent a couple gift cards. American Express, take a picture
Oh Lord, here we go with the gift cards again. Hey, worldwide collaborations, Deborah C. and Zen Soul.
of it. Babe, I'm not going to be able to talk if I don't have no Wi-Fi. Please, babe, help me. Help me, babe. I love you. That's the only thing he ever needs money for. It's the Wi-Fi. I mean, he didn't even ask me for anything until maybe last December. Needed me to pay the um, cargo company when they delivered. I had to come up with delivery money, $2,550. He was sending this to me. He wanted me to take care of it till he got here. I said, put it in your suitcase and bring it on the airplane, man. I said, you're not getting that kind of money. It's gold bars. They're square about that big, and they were boxing them up, wrapping them and boxing them up. Looked like it was at least 8 or 10 in the box when they took the picture. It's a lot of gold, and he says he's going to give me $100,000 worth of it. He says this was his inheritance, and he.
Nobody that you don't know that well is going to give you $100,000 unless it's a scam or something illegal that they're participating in, and they need you to use your identity or whatever so that they can get what they need to get.
Was saving it for something special, and that's me.
Carmen paid the fees to get these gold bars. They were supposed to be packaged and shipped to her. She would communicate and pay all of the fees through this company on WhatsApp.
Freelance Cargo Express, and they're in Orlando, Florida. I hit them up on the WhatsApp. I said, I want to know did they insure their stuff? When maybe would the package be sent?
Mimi says they don't even bother learning names. If they call you babe or baby all the time, run. No, they don't. They don't bother because 9 times out of 10, they're probably running this con on 6 or 7 women at the same time. So they don't want any slip ups.
This company has never spoke a word to me on the phone. He tells us there's lots of stuff that he is going to tell me. It'll all make sense, but he wants to do it face to face.
This cargo service only displaying a WhatsApp number has made Carmen skeptical about everything. She's tired of sending money to Benson, and that's all he seems to want to talk about these days.
But he gets on my last nerve sometimes too, and I do block him, hang up on him, and don't talk to him, but it seems like I always end up talking to him somehow. I've grown to like him though, but I stay more mad at him than I am nice with him. Just
Justin's mom said this man tried to scam me with a picture. I sent him Halle Berry's photo, then said, "See, I can do it too." Deborah C says, "My old ass brother lost. Is that $4 or 400 or 4,000 dealing with a lady from Africa?" Oh yeah, because they do it too. And didn't give me a dime a week later for our mother's funeral. Hmm.
help you.
But in all fairness, Deborah, see, he probably didn't have a dime to give you after dealing with that lady.
And I'll get mad and I'll erase everything. And then I'll let him come back around. You're not getting my new debit card number.
Yeah, I was asking you to tell me your new debit card number so I could know if it's still working because I want to do the check maybe.
It is working, trust me, but you're not getting it.
What?
You come and show me yourself. You come here in person. I'll help you do anything. But I've already lost $500
In his defense, he deserves some income just for listening to her voice.
about the gold situation. I'm not getting I'm not getting my name in anything that could get me in trouble.
Baby, listen, you are not getting in trouble. Okay?
Okay, why do you need my debit card number then?
Listen, let me tell you. But I was to get the debit card, just the picture of it, the front and the back. Listen, I was going to give you a $1,000 because I want to do a check of 10K to you. Then you gotta take 1,000 and do whatever you want to do. Then let my gold be still. I know my gold has to come in complete. I use the money to pay them, and then I'm using the rest money to pay all stuff I'm owing here. So I have to just start coming to you. I can't wait for my mom anymore, okay? So you don't trust me, baby?
No, to be honest, not really, because you were supposed to be here by Christmas. Then you backed out.
Listen, sweetheart, I'm very serious with this now. And
I debated on it. I argued with him, but I finally just gave up. And I said, okay, I'll do it.
Carmen truly cares
You're not gonna worry me to death about my money.
for Benson, but she's tired of his lies and requests for money. She always gives in because she wants to meet him in person. She reached out to us to verify his true identity.
I basically just want to know, really, who am I talking to? Is Benson real and he takes all these other identities? I just want to know who I've been bullshitting for the past year and a half. I mean, I put a lot of work into it. I'd love for him to.
I mean, she's the bee's knees, right? So why does she have to even fool around with the internet? I mean, she should be able to go down to the corner bar or something and find somebody if she wants to be entertained.
Be real. And I really want to meet him. I believe that he may show up here. He comes up for Christmas. I mean, he's promised me he would tell me everything. Somewhere deep down in, he's got a good heart, because I can tell that.
All right, Seekers, we had some work to do. A few days later, Brianne and I sat down to figure out how we can debunk some of this man's lies.
They argue a lot. So I was looking through their chats. She says she doesn't love him, but she's sending him money still. She kind of has one foot in and one foot out, and she's just curious about who she's speaking with.
Well, I think we should just jump into all her information. Let's debunk this for her and see what we can find.
So I was able to grab some visual information. We have some photos of who he claims to be. We have this courier service that he claims to be using to send her gold bars. She is supposed to send a payment.
Hold on. Bible lady says, I met a lady today whose best friend met a guy online that she was sending money to. The friend tried talking her out of it, but failed 3 times. Finally, the cashier at Walmart convinced her it was a scam. Now, here's my question. This is why I stopped, Bible lady. You met this woman in Walmart And she's telling you all her friends' business like this. And then the Walmart cashier had to explain to her that this was a scam. That sounds like the people we was watching the other night. This woman bought so many gift cards that she was sending to this man who was feeding her all kind of stories that the people at the gas stations and stores and things wouldn't sell her anymore. That's terrible. Zen Soul said exactly, Legacy. Be in control, ladies, not controlled. X Complicated said, don't do it. Don't do it, Miss Sealy. And Victor the Bell said, hey, Victor the Bell, hell, she can go to the Mormon church and they will try to marry her off to someone who isn't who isn't picky. Hey, Leo lady.
And pushing her right now to use this site so the gold bars can get to her house.
Just run some image searches right now and see if we're able to find out who this guy is. This is interesting. There are so many pictures of this guy. Seriously, there are so many profiles. I'm going to start clicking on some and just see what we find.
Okay.
Wow. So the first link that I opened, it says his real name is Luke Dutton. He passed away in 2021.
Oh wow. What exactly did he pass away from?
Says here that he took his own life.
Oh man.
But it looks like scammers have been still.
That is so trifling. That is so trifling. Hey, In Harmon.
Selling his images for a really long time. There are a lot of fake profiles on him.
Then not only are you scamming, you're using this innocent, deceased man to dupe people out of money. It's
very sad.
Yeah.
A tactic scammers use when choosing a photo victim is an extremely private person or the deceased. This can sometimes make it extremely hard to find a person through reverse image search and can lead a victim down the road of believing that the person is true. In Carmen's case, the man that she thought she was speaking to in these images has nothing to do with this scam.
So what about the website? Maybe we can dig into that.
It looks like this website was just created in November. There are no known registry or owner information for this website, so everything is private.
Okay.
But we do know that it was just newly created.
I saw there's a WhatsApp number all the way at the bottom of the page, so I'm just gonna reach out to it and just text them and see what they say. And they texted me right back.
That was fast.
Very fast.
What'd they say?
I'm just gonna where do I send the payment? I told them that my husband was asking me for a package. And I said, hey, where do I send my payment? They didn't ask for a claim number or anything like that. They just sent me a Bitcoin wallet and said, send the money here. Yeah.
Crazy. Well, I think what we need to do is get this crypto wallet and then just drop it in our crypto verification tool to see if we can find anything.
Okay, I'm gonna send it to you right now.
There's about 3 main.
Hey, Lisa Glaze. So you mean to tell me there is like a cryptocurrency type of website that you can drop something in to see if the wallet that they send you is real? I did not know that.
Main transactions from this crypto wallet. And another interesting fact is that these transactions were all completed in 2018. There are a ton of transactions in it.
Gotcha.
I think they've been using this wallet to scam other people.
Multiple people then?
Multiple people.
Wow. Okay. I mean, let's sit down with Carmen and let her know what we found.
Victor Lavelle made a good comment that I agree with. She says, see, the problem is that a lot of people who get caught in these scams are trying to find the perfect match physically. Sometimes you have to date within your league and look at the personality. And that's what I like to look at. I mean, you could be as fine as you want to be. If your attitude sucks, your personality sucks, or you don't have good character, I'm not interested.
We felt confident about what we were able to find out about Benson and felt it was enough to get Carmen to come to terms. We immediately reached out to her and let her know that we were ready to go over everything. But Benson beat us to the punch. He ended up revealing himself to Carmen. He told her the truth. He opened up and told her that he was a man living in Nigeria.
I just told him I wanted the truth. I had to have the truth. And I wouldn't talk to him anymore. And he just come out and told me.
Right away, we hopped on a call to talk to Carmen and figure out how it all went down.
Carmen, how's it going?
It's all right. Been a little busy trying to move, but other than that, it's all good.
We looked into everything that he sent you.
Yeah.
And it was all fraudulent.
Yeah. I figured it was.
So why do you think he finally came clean?
Because he tried to get into my Facebook. And every time it did, it was telling me where he was trying to use to get through to it. It was like Denver, Colorado, then Dublin, Ireland, and then Nigeria. I put him on spot. I mean, he started crying, told me he's from Nigeria. He's just real sensitive. I think a scammer could be sensitive. I asked him a few questions, and he says, "You've just changed since I told you I was black." I said, "No, our color means nothing to me."
So you'd still want to pursue him even though he is Nigerian?
Yeah, because we've become good friends.
Carmen is an extremely forgiving person.
If you've done lied to me, I don't care if it's 2 minutes, 2 months, or 2 years. And then I finally have to browbeat it out of you, the truth, and you tell me, no, I don't still want to be with you. Absolutely not. Hey, go Roro.
After 2.5 years of hearing lies from Benson, she still felt the connection with him. But our team was worried about his intentions with revealing himself to her. She was still willing to stay in contact with him as long as he told her the truth.
I've been talking to a totally different person for the past 2 years. It's just...
I wasn't ready. 2 years. So she has been talking to this man for 2 years. Aaliyah TV, I don't think I said hello. So I'm sorry if I didn't. 2 years. Can y'all believe that? Hey, Juju D.
It's like we're meeting now. He says, "You don't love me anymore. You don't want..." It's just...
By the way, X Complicated says, "I'm my own perfect match." That part.
Bawling, and I said, "Just quit crying." I said, "No, we'll still talk, but we've got to start from ground zero. You've got to tell me everything, whether it's good, bad, or ugly." You know, I said, because I have to know.
Well, he gave you the truth. He told you he's from Nigeria.
He is. Finally, though, but, you know, we're talking 2 years. And now that I want to ask questions about it, like, you know, does he still have kids? I mean, he lived in Nigeria forever. I mean, just little things.
What about him is making you want to...
Hey, call me on Keisha's phone. How you doing? She says there is a 59-year-old woman who calls into WGN night show. She claims she is getting married to a man she has never met. He told her he works for the government. He's closing 3 cases, then he will retire. I mean, I hate to say this, but if I meet anybody, unless I've seen them come out of their government job, I don't believe them, because those ones who say they work for the government are usually the ones with the biggest cons. Because I know for me, like, I didn't run around telling people because the people who are government servants are overworked and underpaid. I just didn't tell anybody that.
Stick around and keep talking to him, though.
Well, I've been trying to stick around and keep talking to him until I heard what y'all found out about him. I mean, he's still saying that he wants to come and marry me. Did y'all find him at the freelance cargo express thing?
So he created a website. He was trying to get you to the website so you can send Bitcoin for a package that doesn't exist. We looked into the Bitcoin wallets and we found out that the first deposit was in 2018. So he has multiple victims.
Oh, Lord, he's just doing it. He said it was a while back when he started doing it. I mean, that's 5 years?
And then what he did is he stole this innocent guy's face.
Yeah.
He got you interested in him enough to talk to him and to get you to send money to him.
How do you talk to somebody for 2 years? I mean, y'all didn't FaceTime, just nothing that's talk on the well, I guess they talked on the phone, but if we're doing the long distance thing, I'm gonna need to see you on FaceTime or something. I don't get that. 2 years.
Why would you believe anything that he says now?
He wants to tell me everything. So I don't know what everything is.
I don't know if I would believe anything he says.
I don't know, Drew. To be honest with you, I was ready to be done with him months ago, but he's not hit me. I see these people that, sell their houses, and he's not wanting none of that stuff from me. And I asked him, why didn't you try to hit me up for any kind of big bucks or nothing? I said, I just want to know why me. Why, because he was today. I want you to come and get you, and we'll live together forever. Babe.
I know what he said. He said, because I love you, baby.
Please, babe.
What do you think he wants with you?
I don't know. I mean, he tells me he wants me to be with him forever, which I hear that on every Scamfish episode I watch, but he's really making an effort to try to come here. So I don't know.
He could show up to your doorstep and he's an 18-year-old kid. What are you going to say?
That's a little too young for me. That's what I'd probably tell him. He's about 10 years too young.
10 years?
Did he say when he plans on coming?
He's talking in the next month, but who knows?
The biggest problem with this situation was that Benson was still lying to her. And that became a little more clear when Carmen opened up about him opening up bank accounts in her name.
Because, he tried to pull some stuff. He says, I got a package coming to you. It was 2 big old thick checkbooks. And they were said Truist Bank. That ain't where I bank. That wasn't my account numbers. They had put my name on these checkbooks. Excuse me. Can you see them?
And those
ain't
just
real.
showed up to your house.
He told me there's a package coming. I found him laying under a rug at my door.
He went to the print shack and had them made up. And by print shack, I mean literally.
Showing you that he's stealing your identity. He's committing fraud through your name.
He wanted me to write a check for $9,500. Anything over 10, you have to report. So he's doing it right up to the edge. And I said, you're going to ruin me at my bank. He said, babe, it'll never go to your bank.
Does he have your social security number?
He better not, but I don't think he does.
He has to have some kind of access to something because he just sent you checks with your name on it.
Yeah, but
They're not real.
What you're going through right now, we see this. It's so common. Guy reaches out to you. You're interested in him. The person behind the profile reveals his true identity. It's basically phase 2. So he could be trying to get a visa, get you to marry him.
It's complicated. I don't know exactly how old she is, but she's too old for this.
Get out here. The goal is to scam you more.
He's never really got me big, and he's had 2 years to do his crap. It's been fun. It's been kind of like a little adventure. I guess he was like entertainment for me, but it's been too long now. Like I said, I got a friend coming over a little bit later tonight. Mama don't play.
Oh!
He ain't showed up, so you'll have that.
Just understand that you're playing with fire. There's nothing funny or fun about what you're doing. You're dancing with the devil every time you talk to that guy.
Yeah.
There's only one reason for him to communicate with you. I promise you guys have nothing in common. Block him and move on.
It ain't gonna be like I won't sleep at night or I won't eat or like I said,
Mama's said it no matter, because I got somebody coming over tonight anyway. Hey, my favorite RN Sanders. And I did see that episode of Catfish where this young lady really thought she was dating Chris Brown. And not only was she not dating Chris Brown, it turned out to be a woman. I think it was a woman.
I'm old, but I can still get around. I have a few nice booty calls. A little younger men, I like them a little young.
The next day, Carmen agreed to overnight us her phone so we could try to figure out how this person in Nigeria had gotten a hold of her personal information. We took some time and secured Carmen's Facebook by changing the password and removing some of the fake profiles on her friends list. Her whole Facebook friends list was plagued by people pretending to be Luke Dutton. We found several profiles. The next day, Carmen reached out to the bank and closed her account that Benson created to send her those checks.
I reached out to the bank the checks came from. They told me that it used an email address that wasn't mine. He tried to order 4 packs.
Wait a minute. So that account that he opened, that was really real? I want to know how he did that. And how do you not notice? Like, I have right now 100 to 200 some friend requests on Facebook that have been there. I don't answer 'em. If it's not, if I don't already know you, I don't want to know you. But I don't understand how you don't recognize, because for me, the face may it, either the face or the name is going to get me, one or the other. And yes, there was a catfish where I don't know if that was actually on the catfish show. It could have been, I'm not sure, but where this girl thought she was dealing with Bow Wow and it was a woman, not Bow Wow.
Of them. Yes, I got the count done away with. I canceled everything.
The moral to this story is don't play around with scammers. It's never good to communicate with them for fun.
Oh, you know what? It was on Catfished, because I saw that episode of Catfish where that woman was pretending to be Bow Wow. She later on got catfished herself.
Or entertainment. If someone is asking you to send or receive money, block them immediately. If you have found yourself in a similar situation to Carmen and you want to know the truth about your online lover, reach out to us. Share my story at socialcatfish.com. We may be able to help you find answers. Thanks for watching. Remember, all of our new videos go out every Wednesday at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. See you guys next week.
Okay. I now have another one, and this is a shorter one that we're going to get into. Let's go out.
I'm not getting my name in anything.
Hello, everyone.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I should hit play. Oh, wait. Okay. Y'all, when the screen, sometimes the screen be going blank.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Scamfish presented by socialcatfish.com. On today's episode, we speak to a woman named Lori. Lori was messaged on LinkedIn by a man who claimed his name was Nick. The two carried on with an online relationship for over 9 months. Lori reached out to us after having doubts about Nick being who he claimed to be. She wanted to share her story. Real quick, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Your comment and like could help stop someone from being scammed. Let's get into it.
My name is Lori Noseworthy. I am from Newfoundland, Canada. I have been single for 16 years. I am a Christian woman. I have a deep faith in my Lord and Savior. I am suffering from a very, very bad case of a broken heart. It feels like I had my heart shattered into 1,000 pieces, stabbed with 1,000 daggers. And it's been over a month since it happened, and it's been very hard to get past. anytime I see like a wedding announcement or something, I literally break down and cry. Never loved anybody as much as I love this person who destroyed my trust. I've been on LinkedIn for a number of years, building my network and making connections with people, because you never know who you're going to meet. So I started making all these connections with.
Now, LinkedIn, just so that I'm clear, I thought was just for employment. Are there any, is there a LinkedIn that's related to dating? And I know that there's a lot of apps out there that I'm not familiar with, because especially dating apps.
Well, I have almost 2,000 connections now, people connecting with me. I accepted the connection request and he immediately said, hello. So I said, hello back. I was just texting him off and on. And then it was more on a daily basis. The more we talked, the more I looked forward to it. It felt like a growing connection.
Loneliness is a big thing that makes people susceptible to these scams. In Lori's case, she had moved to a place where she didn't have a lot of friends or didn't have a lot of contacts. Her family was in another country and she was extremely lonely. And so as the scammer reached out and they started having these conversations, she started looking forward to these conversations more and more. And it filled that void of loneliness in her heart. But it also left her more susceptible to being scammed.
I mean, I don't mean any harm, but if she had been single for 16 years, I don't understand. Where did, I mean, it took her, what, 15 and a half to get lonely? I don't get that.
Really noticing how he had an effect on me with the words he would say. If I was having a bad day, he would come back, oh, it's okay, babe, you know, you're stronger, or whatever, you know, he'd have a way to build me up. And it's just the connection that I just wanted to have for the last 16 years. I asked him to video chat with me. And during our course of our conversation, initially, he had told me he was in I wish I had the brains to have researched this, but he said he was in Yemen. He's a plastic surgeon working as a surgeon in Yemen with the military through a peacekeeping mission. We talked about how he had 2 dogs. He called them Max and.
Sanders said, scammers always get lonely Christians. And Mimi says, no, the scammers moved into LinkedIn. Can somebody please, hey, call me on Keisha's phone, say, hell no. Can somebody please tell me why the military would need a plastic surgeon and have him go on a special mission to Yemen? Anybody?
Bob, LA.
Look, Justin's mom said red flags all over the place. There are red flags all in the fields and all up in the hills and the valleys, and she's not seeing them.
Later on, he sent me a video of the 2 dogs, and I was like, oh, babe, is that your voice?
Do you like the new dock? Is it your favorite place to hang out now? Huh? Is this your favorite place? Huh? Your favorite place to hang out? Bobo, you still scared of it? You still scared of it, Bobo?
It's like, yeah, that's my voice. And I was like, oh, I will remember it. I will keep picturing, I'll keep listening to your voice. I was talking to a friend of mine about him. And she said, have you video chatted with him yet? I said, no. He says that he can't video chat because of security reasons and stuff. And he actually did try a few days before to video chat with me. And it was like a few seconds. And then he sent me a picture. So I was just like, okay.
Y'all, that's it'll fix in a minute. That's not me, that's them.
He even sent me his passport and another picture. We carried on our conversations every day, and every day they would get longer and longer and longer and longer. He said he worked shift work, 10 to 4, 10 a.m. to.
The people, you know, I mean, I know a lot about military life because my father was military, but all of this, I'm on a covert mission. I can't talk. I can't tell you where I am. We can't use FaceTime. People, that's just not true. It is not true unless you're in the I mean, even the FBI FaceTime. Come on. And Eve, you are so welcome. That is not my first it's not my first choice of topic, and I'm trying to get more and more away from I'll do the Nesto stuff sometimes, but that's just not my primary thing that I want to focus on. So thank you.
4 p.m. and then 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. Over time, I'd say starting in August, I would start getting up 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, sometimes even 3.
Wait a minute. Justin's mom said if he's a doctor, wouldn't he be working during the day instead of talking to her?
Just to talk to him. I put a special notification on WhatsApp so I would hear it any time of day or night. A lot of time I was spent most of my summer, pretty much all my summer, out in the garden center at work. And I would chat with him out there. I would chat with him down at the lumber door. I work at Home Depot. I'm a cashier. We started talking about me moving down there, him coming home, married.
Yo, Lady T-Bug said the man is in witness protection. That's why he can't talk. Hey, Eve has many faces.
We were started planning the wedding. So we started making plans for when he came here. And I would have to, get rid of a lot of stuff in my apartment, a lot of stuff that I have, and prepare to move down. I stopped questioning why he can't talk to me. But in the back of my head, the question was always there. Is he real? And the more I think about it, the more it hurts, and I don't want to think about it. He said he had a meeting with his commander regarding us and getting emergency leave from the base. So it's like, oh, that's fantastic. I was so happy. Like, I never felt such joy, such intense emotional joy. I was losing weight. I had something to really work hard for. I had my wedding coming up, that we were planning. I was looking for wedding rings and everything else. And I was just I felt such love and such joy. And
why are you looking for your own ring? I will not do. We can go together, but I'm not sitting up on the Googling wedding rings that I'll probably end up buying myself.
And it felt like my heart was just going to explode if we didn't get to be together. I asked him if he had a Bible. He said, no, I don't have a Bible. I said, okay, so give me your email. I will send you.
And Harmon says she needs an animal. Listen, let me tell you something. I don't understand people who are she's a Christian. She's into the church. This man don't even own a Bible. He don't own a Bible. And you can't. Now, the one that I read, the Bible, that one that I read, you have to be equally yoked. This man doesn't even own a Bible. And this is who you're marrying.
A book of the Bible, and we can go through it together. That's what really gets me, is how can they pretend to be Christian? How can he say the words that he said that I agreed with when we were discussing the first 2 chapters of Ephesians? How can he have such knowledge? How can he claim to be Christian?
So scammers use religion because they want to build that connection. And they know that people that are very religious tend to lean on religion and God.
Something that my grandma told me, and something that the pastor told me, and something that my mama told me. The devil knows the Bible too.
In a lot of circumstances. And so they manipulate these people by making them think that God is leading them to them, and they're living this wholesome relationship. And people in this situation, when you talk about religion or you tell them you're Christian, they tend to let their guard down. And so that's why these scammers use this. If you talk to somebody and they've asked you for money and they pretend to be super religious, that's usually a red flag.
His meeting with the commander was very favorable. He said that, yeah, okay, he can go on leave. I just had to send off a request for leave on his behest to an email address that he gave me.
Wait a minute, before she started telling this convoluted story, Victor DeVille said, someone took over my high school sweetheart's Instagram account who I was friends with. He started hitting me up for money and weird requests. I knew it wasn't him immediately. I can do you one better. Listen, my mother, and I don't know why, and my sister, I have not closed their Facebook accounts. Um, and my mom's been dead almost 8 years, and my sister almost 7. And their accounts are still open. Do you know that I, from time to time, will get a friend request from my mother's account where someone literally takes, apparently, they're copying her pictures and going down her friends list and sending friend requests to all the friends on the list. I don't know what their next step is, but that is something that they do. And I can't tell you how many times I went off one time on somebody. But the bad part about it is when I reported to Facebook, they can't do anything about it. But I still won't close that account. Don't ask me why. I just can't do it. But
he wrote out what I was to send, and I just copied it, put it into an email, and I sent it. We waited nearly 3 days.
Lady T Bug does not get how you thought you could make this man be the man you desire. That's what they do. They try to mold the men that they meet into what they want. So it really takes little effort when these guys are scamming them. But let her tell her story.
And nothing. I was going through such anxiety being away from him. I was losing my hair. I got a response back within 3 hours. And that's when my heart dropped, plummeted to the pits of the earth. Heart drop. They said that as I am requesting leave, I have to pay for a replacement. I got online. I got on Google. And
Now, in case some of y'all are getting in here late or just don't remember, this man's in the military. So he is telling her that he has to pay for his military leave.
I just searched and asked a question. Do fiancés have to pay for emergency leave or any kind of leave for military officers or doctors? I got my answer. No. My heart was breaking because I knew something was really wrong.
I'm sorry. Let's take the military out of the equation. And if somebody has an answer to this question, let me know, or the statement I'm going to make. I don't know any job where you have to pay them to use the time that you've accrued.
My heart got ripped out that day. Truly destroyed. And I never ate for 2 days. I lost 7 pounds in like 3 days.
After receiving this video and all of the information that Lori had given us, we started to vet it all. We did a reverse image search on our website, socialcatfish.com, and found the real man in the photos. His name is Dr. Ryan Merrick's. We found his Instagram page, his Facebook page, and his business page. Dr. Merrick's is a doctor, but he's not on some peacekeeping mission for the military. He's in fact a plastic surgeon out of Miami, Florida. Scammers are known to steal photos of innocent people and build a similar story around a fake profile. In this case, the scammer Nick said he loved dogs. We found an interview on Dr. Merrick's website where he talks about his 2 dogs. Now it was time to meet with Lori for the first time. Real quick, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get back into it.
Never mind.
Hi, this is Brianne. I'm one of the search specialist assistants here at socialcabbage.com. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. I've been briefed about your story. How did you guys get to the point where marriage was in the talks?
I don't look my age. I just turned 45.
You look great.
Yeah. And I've been, hoping and looking for something for the last 16 years since me and my fiance and I split.
40s. You are in your 40s. Eve says anxiety, being away from him. Did you ever meet him? And Eve has many faces says, good. I'm glad they vetted her story. I was starting to wonder if she was being truthful. Eve has many faces. Let me tell you, the stories that these women give on here, you would think weren't truthful, but there are actually people out here in society who are functioning the way she is.
And I guess it was just easy for me to fall in love with somebody who showed a modicum of care for me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he would be interested in how my day was and if I had eaten and how I was feeling and things like that. And it's like I had not had that in so long.
Mm-hmm.
No, I hadn't had anybody on the male persuasion that it was not my friend, like that showed interest in me.
Right.
So it was just really easy for me to fall for that.
Mm-hmm.
And so I guess I fell for the ploy that he loved me and wanted to be with me. And eventually I let myself open up to him more. And then I guess I just let myself love him because I had such a guarded heart.
Right.
And even though I felt love for him, I couldn't, he knew, I told him I can't say the words.
Right.
And he would say, that's okay, babe. I know how much you love me. My love will be enough for both of us until you can actually open up and say it.
Mm-hmm.
So he proposed to you?
No, that's the thing. There really was no proposal.
This man didn't propose to you and you going off buying a ring. Mimi said that's the Nigerian scammer giveaway. Have you eaten? Now, I don't know who was in here. Kathy Smith, I think you were in here the other night when we were sitting up there with this lady who is seeing this man who's, I ain't going to go in his story, but his plane crashed in the jungle. But this man, he told her he needed money for, if he needed $5,000 so he can go buy some chicken and rice.
Proposal.
Just talks of a wedding.
Talking about marriage, talking about wedding, and there was really no proposal.
Mm-hmm.
No actual proposal because we had talked about it. I said, now, when you come here to see me, you've got to talk with my parents. You've got to get their blessing.
Mm-hmm.
And I was kind of in my head.
She's worried about somebody getting somebody's blessing. This woman, she is not living on the earth that I live on. K KR KRL, hey, she says that lady proposed to herself.
Imagining that he would, right then and there give me the actual proposal and a ring.
Right.
Right in front of my family.
Right.
Because my parents are in a different country.
Okay.
So I'm here alone, which made it even more easier for me to fall in love because then I wouldn't be alone.
What were some of the things that he had said or done that made you feel like this is real? This is a real relationship. This is a real.
Justice, mom, if you're asking me, was this man whose plane fell down in the jungle a caterer? No. He needed, he just wanted to buy chicken and rice for dinner. Oh, let me get to this video.
Person, did he give you anything that validated that he was who he said he was?
Well, he did try to video chat with me a couple times.
Mhm.
The first time it was like very short, there was no sound, and it looked like him, the pictures that he'd sent me,
Mhm.
right? It looked like
Right.
him. How he set that up, I have no idea. He really knew how to make me feel bad. He sent me a photo, another photo,
Mhm.
and then a passport photo, a photo of his passport, right? And I'm
Mhm.
like, well, this is his passport. It's got to be legit, because I don't know how to check if it's not.
When we got this information, we looked at the passport photo. And so if you look at the passport photo, there's somebody actually holding it, there's a finger in place. And so we ran this through our reverse image search, and it came and pointed to a site on Facebook, or page on Facebook, that allowed people to create fake IDs. And so this ID was posted all over, and they were using it to promote their product. And so that's where this picture originally came from. Crazy, right?
Because he said that he was opening up his plastic surgery clinic in Miami. I was
Okay.
really looking forward to moving to Miami because restrictions here are getting very tight and tighter by the day. And I'd like to be able to live in some freedom.
Right.
Look, y'all. This woman, she was just wanting to live on the beaches of Miami with a doctor who is a plastic surgeon. That's all she wanted. Look, y'all. It's I did the video. It says romance scammers. The thumbnail is red and it's got heart emojis on it and some people. This man, I think I don't even know where he started off at, but wherever he was working, he was flying home to the United States and his plane crashed in the jungle. Okay. So this plane crashed in the jungle and he was going to stay with these people who lived in the jungle in a hut that was near where the plane crash was. Meanwhile, he needed her to send money so he could go and buy the parts to fix the plane. And let me add to the part that this woman was married and had been married for 59 years when she met this online boyfriend. And no, that was literally chicken and rice. 5,000. He wanted to go buy, you know how you go to the Chinese place and buy chicken and rice? This man wanted $5,000 to buy chicken and rice. And then when she said no, he said, just send me 500 so I can pay my rent.
So I was looking forward to moving to Florida and living in Miami. And I was looking forward to working in his plastic surgery clinic as like a receptionist or greeter or just some type of role. And we were talking about that, things that I would.
Let me tell you, that 225-year-old woman ended up sending that man a total of $68,000. And here's the bad part about it. Her husband is the one who wrote into the scamfish people.
We're planning on him having an emergency leave.
The next thing we're going to look at is the Department of Defense contract. We've seen so many of these, and if you've watched our channel, you've probably seen a million of these, right? So we actually ran a reverse image search, and this pointed to a bunch of other contracts on the internet. So what the scammer did, they took this contract, they photoshopped the text in there, and they actually reused the logo and the formatting of this page.
This is why I wanted you guys to reach out to Dr. Merrick's, because I want his input. I want his side of the story.
And sometimes, you know, in these types of situations where someone's photo is being stolen.
What does she mean she want Dr. Merrick's side of the story? He doesn't have a side. That man is a doctor doing his little plastic surgeries in Miami. He doesn't owe her anything. This woman is insane. Hey, Leisha.
Or videos being stolen, we also respect their privacy. Sometimes they just don't want to get involved, and maybe he's aware of it and maybe he's not, you know, but we did try reaching out, letting him know of, you know, the photos that are being stolen. And so, you know, he definitely has that on his end. He can do what he will with that information.
out of all my years of watching Catfish, there have been multiple people that they have come across whose profile pictures are being used over and over again by different people in different scams. But the people are aware of it. There's nothing they can do other than taking their self out of the equation. And most of these people whose pictures are being stolen are people who are influencers or own businesses and stuff like that. So I wouldn't want to get involved either. If this man wants to go around gallivanting using my pictures, so be it. Just don't approach me. That's all. I This woman she's nuts.
Information.
What these scammers do is they'll take the pictures from all the social media profiles. So as the relationship progresses, they throw out these pictures or these
I believe he said that doctor don't know them folks.
videos saying, oh, I was with my dog, or I went here, or I was about to go in surgery, and here's the picture. And so people that tend to put a lot of pictures out on social media tend to be targets, but they also become victims because of it. So that's very unfortunate.
We do appreciate your story, and we love hearing, victims come forward and give their story and their testimony so that they can bring awareness to other people, so that other people that are going through this, or, they're in a relationship with someone and they watch this video and they think, okay, that might be something that I can use and apply to what's going on with me, because scammers are very smart, and they adapt quickly. So it sounds like in your particular story, they built a lot of trust with you. Obviously,
that scammer wasn't smart, and it only took the bare minimum to fool this lady.
You can take from this
he didn't even propose to her. She proposed to herself.
Situation and look at it in a positive perspective, because typically we deal with people that have lost hundreds to thousands to homes and their 401k, and so you definitely came out of it on top. And I feel like your story could be used to educate others, and I really appreciate your time.
Okay, awesome.
Okay. Thank you, Lori. Have a great day.
You too. Have a good one. Take care.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching another episode of Scamfish.
I don't know. For some reason, her story irked me. It did not help. It irked me is what it did. Well, that's all we are doing tonight. Let me tell y'all something, y'all. I was minding my own business, getting set up and everything for the live, and something said, let me go on over there to see what Bible lady been talking about lately. I haven't seen what she's talking about lately. So she's over there playing Captain Saver, you know what, talking about what's going on with Lil Boozy and what's his name? YSL, Young Thug, whoever he is. She was talking about that. So I might do that. If I come on tomorrow, it'll be with that. I guess, maybe, I don't know. But but anyway, Bible lady, I don't know if I answered you, but yeah, the man, he was gonna go down to the Pep Boys located in the jungle to go and get the tools and the parts that he need to fix that airplane to get it up and running. But now I still don't know if I dozed off in the middle of my own live, but that woman, that man, somehow or another, without explanation as to how he got from the jungle, he ended up in Maine and then out in California, where he had went to jail because some woman done lied on him, he said. But this man had been in jail for scamming. And the bad part about him is his pictures. I mean, you could see, just sitting here looking on your screen, you could see that his pictures were fake. You could see that they were photoshopped. I mean, it was just clear as day. And the fact that she fell for it is beyond me. And he had, of course, stolen the picture from an influencer who did like foods and restaurants and stuff like that. But yeah, so that's all I have. I'm gonna go ahead and get myself to bed. I didn't know if I was gonna make it through because I have a little bit of a migraine, but I made it through. Maine, Illinois. The man made it from the jungle to Maine to California, where he got arrested. Y'all, it was a mess. Y'all, hey Lisa Lulu, Lisa Lulu says, I was scammed on Craigslist years ago for an apartment. And when I was buying the gift cards, the Walmart lady told me it was a scam and I didn't believe her. Well, she was right. I was scammed out of $800. You know something? Um, these Walmart employees are some busybodies, ain't they? But the Craigslist, what scared me, I just always was scared about Craigslist, period. But there was a scam going on with furniture where this man was advertising furniture, and young college students would go to see the furniture so they could buy it for their first time apartments or whatever. And he was kidnapping and trafficking these young girls who would come by to see this furniture. So it's not, you have to be very careful when you're answering ads. And this was before things got as bad as they are today. So just be careful and be mindful out there. So I am going to go ahead and say good night. Let me get my good night thing up here. My thank you and my good night thing, and get the DJ to drop the beat and get us on out of here. I appreciate y'all for coming because y'all could have been anywhere else, but you were right here with me. And don't forget to check out that other video on the scammers because we had a ball with that one.